Anyway, notifications going up. We got one person. Just one. What's up, Joy? Don't people want to learn how to beatbox? For beatbox sessions with Huggie Pacino, subscribe to Huggie Beatbox channel. Anyway, what's going on with you, Joy? In the wrong session. It's on Caesar, hell no. Keep that shit about to yourself. Yeah, my notifications ain't going out. I ain't get a notification on my own channel too, so that let me know notifications ain't going out. I know the notifications don't work if I don't get them. And then sometimes I'll get a notification on my second channel and it still don't go out. I don't know. I could do beatboxing without spitting. Pause. Nothing comes out of my mouth when I'm beatboxing. You're a beatboxer. You could do it with your mouth closed. You know how you go. I barely opened my mouth when I just did that. I don't know. I've been doing it since middle school. I was the dude that used to beat on the table like. Hold on, let me show y'all. Little shit like that. Anyway, I'm all off sudden. Let me do my proper introduction. To all you low down, mud scallywag, retarded, ignorant fools, and lonely boyfriends at the house with your wives, let me take my robe off and show you what a real man looks like. Hit the music. Listen, Ravishing Rick Rude was like, and I never really, I didn't even know dude died like so early as a wrestler. He died early as a wrestler. Like, I think it was like 6 years after he won the first championship when he beat Ric Flair. I'm just going back to my childhood. Man, look, as a child, I was a Ric Flair fan, but I was a Ravishing Rick Rude fan. So it's like when he won the world title for the first time, that shit was dope. Yeah, he beat Ric Flair. I want to say, I know it was in WCW. I don't know what event it was, but I know it was the first time he won a championship. That's what I remember. Maybe he won it before that, but that was kind of like what catapulted his stardom. He was already a star, but then beating Ric Flair was like boom, instantly. You know what I mean? What's going on though, Joe? What's popping tonight? Other than that chick, that chick that's over there. I don't know. I don't got no negative. I guess like I ain't got no negative response to what's going on. with that lady. I just find it disturbing that, and I'll just be brief because I don't want to go too deep into it. I find it disturbing that this chick, right? If we want to go back to the beginning, what up, Sandra? We want to go back to the beginning. This chick was exposed by one YouTuber who knew previously before that he was exposing other women. Right? Right. So you willfully got exposed by that guy a long time ago, months ago. So then you mosey on down and you go forward. You meet another guy who, quote unquote, from what she stated, without him even saying anything, without taking his words in consideration, he treated you like shit. He talked to you like shit. He don't show you any respect, none of that shit. And he too did the same damn thing that other guy did, right? So now you have no problem exposing yourself to not one, but two guys who are YouTubers. And on top of that, random guys have seen the same shit they got, right? So, according to what she said, without taking their consideration of whatever they say, you say that that guy did the same shit the other guy did before that. Now, you've been exposed. They go back and forth. You don't like him. You ain't caring about him. Blah, blah, blah. On top of that, on both occasions, money was involved, right? Finest Jews, good morning. Money was involved, but it was your money. All right. You still went to that guy's house, the new guy, the recent guy. You went to that guy's house from one side of the country to the other side of the country. We're talking about not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, probably 8 states away, maybe 10. Matter of fact, let's get a proper count. Hold on one second. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Close. Come on, Angel. 10 states away from where you live. That's including where you live and including where he lives. You went all the way over there, fucked him, paid, left. You are right back in the same situation you were in before you left to go meet the guy. All right? And now the shit continues, but this time there's Shmuel. Shout out to Rek for that. But wait, there's Shmuel. And we supposed to look at this shit, and not one time are we gonna say, you know what, that dude, yeah, we still like him. Meanwhile, I have done nothing of the sort. Motherfuckers look at me like I'm an animal. I was like, I said, damn, maybe I need to start doing what Suge do. I said I wasn't gonna say no name. But big shout out to him. That I ain't not gonna do. If he's able to do the shit, hey, I can't be mad at it. I can't. So now y'all know what I'm talking about. I wasn't gonna say no name, but I couldn't help it. But I'm like, damn, like they don't hate that guy that much. Not as bad as they should. I can't do nothing but salute that. Do I think it's cool? Nah. But hey, you do what you do. It's just like the other dude that's pimping old girl, pimping a white girl. You know, the other dude that's pimping the girl that went from one side of the country to the next, moved in, moved out, took her from there all the way back where he's from. I can't be mad at that. What up, random news? I just think that motherfuckers need to keep their mouth closed talking about I pay for any goddamn thing when it comes to women. And you paying for a motherfucker, you fucking every night. Then she said she had proof. So I was like, you got proof? Proof? What was it? She got proof that I was a trick. I said, God damn it. I can't wait to see that. Must be creative. Right now they doing the Chosen King. They making up screenshots. Come on, man. I want to see that. I want to know when I was a trick on YouTube. I'm curious. But back to the old girl. So I'm like, is this entertainment? Or are we taking it serious that maybe old girl got a problem mentally? Like, this one was a mother. And on Mother's Day, she spent more time on YouTube than with her children. No offense. Just keeping stating what the fuck I see, just like everybody else see. People should have a problem with that, but they don't. People should have a problem with him, but they don't. I be thinking to myself, damn, am I doing the wrong thing here? Am I doing the wrong thing on YouTube? Should I be should it, I'm like, and we ain't talking about 100. We're not talking about 200. Be 300 plus just really in tune to this shit. I can't really keep up with the details that are now added in between everything. The shit is like awkward. So I don't really know all the details. I know that much, and I know that much is a problem. Like, you get on a plane to see the dude that you already had a problem with before you decide to like. But I was like, is he really the problem? No, you're the problem. Now I was sitting back watching the part two of the Survivor R. Kelly. Like, people had a problem with people saying that the parents are at fault. Yeah, the parents are at fault. We're not blaming parents no more. On top of that, in this documentary, I'm seeing about most of these people are parents to adult children, not children, adults, right? They're not 14, they're not 12, they're not 13, they're not even 17 years old. Granted, whether people understand something is people gotta understand this. Every single one of them got this same story. R. Kelly was going to do XYZ. R. Kelly promised me 1, 2, 3. He said he will do this, that, and the third. Every one of them got the same story. Not one of those women have ever said that R. Kelly just wanted to be with me and he came to my house. He came to my apartment. He came to my hotel room and we just hung out. And most of them have the same story about them either being in his home, in his destination, or his place that he chose for them to be. Even some of those girls ran away. I don't know how an adult runs away from home, but okay. I don't know how a 21-year-old woman is running away from home. Uh, does she get a check? Is she has mental issues? Like, what are we talking about here? Ran away. What? Now, if you were 15, 16, 17, I get it. You ran away more. I get it. When you're 18, and being honest here, in most of these states, 17, you're not considered a runaway. But back to this. So the situation with old girl on YouTube is nobody's looking at that like, yo, like you got kids. You really got time to sit here on YouTube all day, all night? I wouldn't have the energy for YouTube all day. I don't even got the energy to watch YouTube. Watch. Keyword watch. I don't even got the energy to watch YouTube all day. And it's so much to look at. There's so much going on YouTube that you would have to have time to watch all the shit that you can watch on YouTube. It's just like watching like, can you imagine that you do an 8 hour live and you're literally like you're invested into this? Where you sit in front of that camera, you don't move, you might go away, come back and go, come and go, whatever. But you're literally sitting there. Yeah, blunts after blunt, yeah, blunt smoking, blunt after blunt after blunt after blunt after blunt. And it's like, this is disturbing. Y'all don't see that girl falling apart. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't think that's a problem. Y'all don't see the trauma in that girl. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that's like really having a clear, clear image of what I'm seeing? Am I the only one seeing it? Am I? I'm just curious. Am I the only one that's seeing exactly what I'm saying? And honestly, I want to look at it and say, okay, I care, but damn, nobody else really does. They just want to be entertained. Just sitting there, just watching the girl just fall completely apart. Because eventually, she'll get over that guy, and another guy's gonna do the same shit. But if we want to be honest here, those two guys that we talking about, trust me, they weren't the first two. They won't be the last two. What up, Ben? Thank you, Cassandra. See, nobody's thinking about that shit. We just want to be entertained. At what cost is entertainment worth? Slitting your wrists, swallowing pills. You know what I mean? Because I'll be the one to tell her, like, we don't want to hear that shit about you being harassed and bullied. We don't want to hear that shit. You open the door for this shit. Like, this is what she frankly does not want for it to stop. You're not fooling me. You don't want it to stop. I remember that one moment where she was like, "I'm leaving, I'm not going. I'm not coming back." Deactivate the page, came right back on YouTube within a few hours. Now she's mad that he wanted to charge people to see her give head. And that was worth being live for 8 hours. Neglecting your children, not paying attention to real life situations. I think one of the most hilarious things I saw is that she had a mask on inside the house when she started the line, and then took the damn mask off. Like, why the fuck you got it on in your house? You in the house? What the hell? You got a mask on in the house when you start the line? Like, are you just trying to show us that you wearing it? Like, and then you took it out. Like, and I was thinking to myself, like, in reality, like, she doesn't even do anything on YouTube. Like, she started becoming a YouTube because she exposed herself to another guy. And she's done it again. She went to go fuck the guy. And the exposing continues. Uh, and this is a YouTuber? I guess. I guess if it works, you know. I just find it disturbing that that's entertainment, but you know, a lot of things, a lot of lies are entertaining, but the truth is looking dead at that woman's face and saying, "Yo, I really don't know what to do with my life." Oh shit, this thing about to bubble over. I shook too much of it. I was tripping because yeah, bam, if you still here, you know your girl called me a nigga and other guys a nigga in the same stream. But those who haven't seen it, it's on Controller's channel. If it's still up, I don't know. I ain't been on YouTube all day, so I wouldn't know. Drama Kiki called me a nigga, called some other guy a nigga. Yep. And said we could get touched. I said, damn. I said, this bitch gangster. Yeah, the Sandra old girl just be taking her clothes, just being on her clothes, like, bra and panties. Like, I'd be like, oh, okay. And then other guys be trying to flirt with her. And she be like, I'm not interested. I'm only interested in Suge. I'd be like, really? What you thought? You thought dudes was gonna come to you and say, baby, you don't have to. Yeah, of course, guys gonna be like, you don't have to be like that. Come on, man. They see right through you. But back to Kiki. Yeah, she said me and Control teamed up and called the police on her. We ain't called. Nobody called the police on her. Somebody called the police on her. Like she's not even in. She said somebody called the police on her mom. Like her mom is at home apparently, right? She's in Detroit. And if her mom is not with her, then how the fuck somebody call the police on her if she's not in Florida? Is she in Florida then? And I'm also like, so what? Maybe somebody was concerned about your mom. I brought that up on my live. With the one where I was sniffing cocaine, I brought that up. Like if y'all want to do a check on somebody, y'all need to really check on her. And check on her mom. Like fuck that girl. My mom don't deserve to go through that. So if somebody did it. Good for you. Whoever did it. I don't care. Good job. As long as y'all know the mom is okay, that's all we care about. Like I said, if you got one kid, please make sure you raise that child to look out for you when you get older. Because you don't want to have to depend on her for the rest of your life. Because you might fall ill, and the next thing you know, nobody's there to help you. Then she called me a nigga. I was like, ah. There we go. I said, this motherfucker really showing who she really is. And you know what's disappointing to me is what's disappointing about it is that I wasted my precious time, my precious energy, text message after text message, phone call after phone call, live after live that she did. I wasted all my time. I'll never get those moments back that in reality, all that shit was for nothing. Yeah, you said you went to the house and nobody came. So what the hell the police got to do with anything? You didn't even call the police. Bigfoot Mountain, baby. I can't see it. You said something back. Let me scoop. Let me just go put that on the screen. I don't know. Put the comments on the screen. Let's put this one up here. Going to little mom, no, that was good. Knock on the door. Nobody came. So nobody came to the door. So who the hell she saying somebody called the police on? See, you talk too much, and you never shut up. She would probably know this song if she listened to rap, but she don't listen to rap. She don't know nothing about hip hop culture. Not really. We would sit up and talk, and I'll be like trying to say, if you trying to be hip, like we got to learn like certain things so you can know what to say. Basically, I was trying to teach her how to be able to connect with certain people because everybody's not going to understand these rock references because this is a predominantly black community. So you need to be able to uh, connect with them with certain phrases or whatever. Don't say that. Don't say that, Bam. Ah. Angel did, yeah, Angel, you're right. You did say it, uh, and Myra did too. But give my shout out to Myra. But I can't get my time back. I can't get my precious moments of really building this shit because I'm gonna own that. Can't take that away from me. I built that shit from the ground up. And when she talks, she's really just this little quiet, little scared little chick who tries to act tough, which is weird to me. Like, yo, you up here threatening people and you can get touched in real life. Like, bitch, what? Man, you don't get your touched in real life. I was like, oh man. I couldn't say those things. Oh my God, Huggy, you're bullying women. Like I'd be like, man, I ain't never threatened no chick on here. Never, never. Sasquatch. Yo, I just know in reality, man, these people, these people, man, and afraid of verbal communication, afraid of that shit. A lot of people are. I'll be like, yo, this is the internet, man. Man, you could be Superman on this bitch if you want to. You ain't Superman in real life, but when you jump off that motherfucking building, splat, you ain't floating. You're not flying. You be whatever the fuck you want to be on here. You could be a gangster. You could be a tough guy. You could be sexy. You could be whatever the fuck you want to be on here. What are you when this motherfucker goes? Black. Where you going? Who are you then? How many people can vouch for you? How many people can really say, yo, that's a good dude. That's a good girl. Yo, this person did this for me and that for me. Yo, he mentored my son. Yo, he helped me. Yo, I consider him my big brother, my little brother. How many people can say that about you? And what have you done for people that don't know you? That's what it comes down to. I am as advertised. When you talk to me on the phone, this is who I am. When you meet me in person, this is who I am. You get to know me, this is who I am. Offline, this is who I am. Online, this is who I am. So the nerve that a motherfucker would say, I'm capping online about what's going on in my life. You know, I don't even talk about what's going on in my life, but apparently I'm capping about it. For those who don't know what capping is, that means that I'm fronting or making up shit. I have no idea what people are talking about. Like, how the fuck am I capping about what goes on in my personal life? Pretending and bone carrying. Chicken bone, chicken bone, chicken bone. Remember that shit? Chicken bone. Anyway, so I'm starting, and you know, every day I listen, and I start catching on, and I start catching on to things. And it's starting to make sense to me, even though it don't make sense. It's starting to make sense the more I listen, right? If folks were focusing on their own household, they would be some happy people. Well, that's not necessarily true because if they were focusing on their household, they would probably be depressed. They probably would be no happiness. There's probably no cure for that. So probably in their household, they're probably like broken, disturbed, probably fucking suicidal in most cases. So they look for some comfort because there's no comfort in their home, in their four corner room, staring at candles. Because at night they can't sleep and they toss and turn. You know, candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. I'm just saying. And you know, for somebody to be like, you just make sure you stop. I'm just so happy that you're not depressed. And I was thinking to myself, if you have to say that, that's not a diss. See, remember, if I say something about myself, I'm not embarrassed to say it. You listening, every one of you motherfuckers, all of us get depressed. None of y'all, let me say it again, none of you are exempt from being depressed. None of us, none, nobody is exempt from depression. This is what's wrong with black people anyway. We don't even like to talk about things that bother us. We don't like to talk about sadness. We don't like to talk about being broke. We don't like to talk about being poor. We don't like to talk about trying times, struggle, unhappiness. No, we don't. We don't. Yeah, the idle time is the devil workshop. That's what it comes down to. So I'm like, I was like, man, is that all you got? Uh, hey, I get depressed when I can't go to sleep. I want to go to sleep right now. You know why I can't go to sleep? Because I'm at work. That's depressing. Tired, sleepy. It's a form of depression. Anything wrong with that? Nah, I'll make it through the next 3 hours and get my ass in the bed when I get home. What y'all gonna shame me for that? Shit. What Puffy say? I wish I could sit at home and watch Scarface 10 times a day, but I can't. I got work to do. Know what I mean? feel Papa drinking and laughing and depression. Hey, they looking for something. They looking for something. Everybody doing something. Swing down, sweet chairs. Stop. Write in your journal. I got a book I hire from people. And if I told y'all everything I wrote in that, I'd probably be doing a couple of hours talking about the shit I wrote in it. I got so much shit in that book. Just random thoughts. I write down everything that comes across my mind. Sometimes just going back reading. I go back and I read like, damn, I wrote that last year. I wrote that 2 years ago. I wrote that 3 years ago. I'll be like, damn. Yeah, we gotta talk about things to someone. Yeah, I love therapy. I love it. I haven't been in a while. I love it. I love the fact that I can talk to someone. I love talking. I love listening too. I listen extremely well. I give on a scale of 1 through 10, I give myself a 9. 9, maybe 9.3 for listening. I'm not gonna give myself a 10. I slip sometimes. I might not caught what you said, and I'm being correct about what I heard maybe once or twice. If I talk to you for about 24 hours, out of that 24 hours within days past, I probably would misunderstood probably one or two, maybe three things out of that long period of time. But I give myself a 9.3. I listen very well. I like to listen more than I like to talk. Because to learn someone is to know someone. Because you can't know no one if you don't pay attention. And I notice that some of y'all don't learn shit about me. So you rarely listen. You don't pay attention. Then you think you know me. When you really don't know shit. I know for a fact that I've always been this open book. See, as of late, I ain't been too open. I don't express that much. Keep it to myself. I don't let you know everywhere I go. I don't let you know everything I do. That's some shit I could have had on video that would shock you in the last 2 weeks if I was live on camera. Nope. What's up? What's good, King James? Last couple weeks, if y'all saw me on live, if I was on live, it would shock the shit out of you. Some shit I seen. And the first day we come to my mind, I'm glad I went on YouTube. I was I shared a photo on Facebook. My son was at the museum when he was, I want to say 9 years old, 8 years old. And my son said one of those kids that was behind him got killed last year. What up, he? Y'all how disturbing it is to know that 7 years ago, no, he'd be 8 years old? 8 years old. 8 years old. The one boy standing behind him, because we all went on a field trip together. I took them with me instead of them riding the bus. One of those boys was killed last year. I shared on my wall, bulldog that was killed a few days ago. Kids are getting killed across this country. You feel me? Kids are being killed. Killed. Not dying. They're getting murdered. You know the traumatizing conversation I've had with my kid the other day? We was just pointing out kids that I remember. He was like, this one got killed, and that one got killed, and that one got killed. It's about 10 kids my son grew up with murdered. Murder. 10. And I'm fairly new to this parenting thing where my child is now 15 years old. This is like new to me. It's not new to me hearing boys tell me my friend was killed, but I'm new to the fact that my own son, my own child, is now telling me these stories of boys that he grew up with murdered. And the harsh reality is that this won't be the first, this won't be the last. I told him it's my job to make sure nothing happens to you. And most of these boys that are getting killed, they are not the target. The recent boy that died, Bulldog, was not the target. He was not. He wasn't the target. And we sitting up worrying about where the fuck my dick been at on YouTube. Who I'm fucking on YouTube. If I'm fucking somebody or trying to fuck somebody, or if I have a disease on YouTube. Whatever y'all say on YouTube, yeah, that's on YouTube. Offline, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. So 24 hours. Very stored, they're getting younger and younger. That's what I gotta worry about. That's what I gotta worry about. You think I give a fuck about what y'all talking about on here? If I worry about what y'all talking about, I wouldn't have time to do shit I need to do in real life. Because I have to catch up with everything y'all saying. That's why I was saying like the other day, I said, man, can y'all just get all of it out the way already and just talk about it and just do what y'all gonna do and say what y'all gonna say and expose what y'all gonna expose? Just go ahead. That way I can move forward and not worry about what else y'all gonna say tomorrow, because tomorrow won't fucking matter to me. Or are we making up more shit tomorrow? "24 hours, what's good? I'm working too. Just waiting on 7 o'clock. 3 more hours. I mean, on some real shit, you know. My mind on my son. My mind on my work. My mind's on my money. I'm focused. I'm so focused you couldn't fuck with me if you tried. You couldn't get close to me if you tried. You couldn't push me off my square. I see how I drive, how I sleeve in and out of traffic, and I still could pay attention to a chat room, read everybody comments, speak to everybody, recite rap songs and R&B songs, and still be focused, talk shit. That's how focused I am. Shit easy, man. Security guard got killed at Family Dollar. Yep. Let me put that up there. Because you gotta understand something. I'm a security guard. Ain't no guarantee I come home every night. That ain't guaranteed. I'm in an apartment complex right now. We're in the hood. Anything can go down right now. I'm watching cameras. There's no telling what might happen. Any of you motherfuckers gonna say that? Oh, y'all make jokes about me just being a security guard. That's a joke because I got a job, huh? My life on the line every time I walk out the door. Bad enough as being black on my life is on the line every time I walk out the door. But then my job is also life threatening as well. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't get it. I know. I understand. Probably never will. Capping, capping for a relationship. Capping for a relationship. I heard a motherfucker say that. Capping for a relationship. I'm thinking to myself, I don't even sit around and talk about who I'm with. But I'm capping? Like, I'm confused. I'm capping for a relationship? Who does that? Capping for a relationship. Motherfuckers are so invested in what the fuck I'm doing. Not gonna talk about nothing I talked about on YouTube. I've done like hundreds of videos this year alone, at least probably 50, 60 maybe. All type of content, random things, so much going on in the world, so many things I talked about that are so important. And all the fuck y'all talking about is my dick. That's disturbing. I don't even see a problem with that, do you? But then you're gonna double back and say, we don't care. Why the fuck you talking about it? I don't talk about it. Why you talk about it? We got 4 of them in custody. I know. I'm one of them YouTubers that didn't give a fuck if you came back tomorrow. And I realized that even bothers you. Like, they thought not coming back that it would bother me. But the fact that I'm letting you know that it doesn't, that bothers you. I said, damn, like, you go elsewhere, don't come back. It's fine with me. Then they mad because I'm not bothered. I don't get it. I heard somebody say that. He mad because we don't come to his chat room. I said, nah, I'm bothered if you got to talk about me and somebody else's shit and you don't come to mine and tell me how the fuck you really feel. See, I'll open the panel and you won't call. You won't. But you can talk about me but can't talk to me. As I said, if I saw you in person, I can only imagine you probably run. Because you're afraid of fucking verbal communication. You're afraid of like verbally conversing with me. I don't know why I said verbally, but still conversing with me. It's probably you're afraid of that. You definitely not gonna look me in my eye and talk to me. And the mother have a handicapped child. Damn. Ain't no guarantee I come on. I was in a situation where I almost got killed. Don't nobody talk about that. I mean, I'd be like, if y'all gonna bring shit up, bring up everything. I know DC gonna love when I bring this up. You remember that day, DC? If you hear this, if you watching, I'm pretty sure you probably not watching, but DC, you remember that day when the situation with your kids? Hold the fuck up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay, somebody at the gate. Hold on, let me see. They coming in through the hallway. Okay, gotta keep my eye on these people. Let me make sure. Okay, we good. I'm looking at the camera, make sure they go up the steps. Yeah, back to it. So, DC, remember when y'all remember when I had the situation with DC and his kids and they thought I was gonna make a joke about him and clown him because how I approached it on the intro of the live. And of course I gave him a piece of my mind, but when he needed some money, I donated to him. Y'all remember that? And I remember even after that, there was so many people trying to tell him, don't go over there. Huggie's this and Huggie's that. And I was the only person that gave him any type of fucking support. Yeah, I know what y'all gonna say. He always trying to take credit. Nah, that's what he said. I gave him support. I donated to him. Nobody else did. Hello, Tracy. They thought I was gonna do the wrong thing, and I ended up doing the right thing. There's a couple of other people that follow suit. Yeah, I don't see me talking about I don't because I don't know if any of that stuff was true. I don't really care. He could have been maybe he was scamming. I don't know. I don't care. If he wasn't telling the truth, then oh well, I did a good deed for my own sake. I don't care if it was a scam or whatever they want to call it. I don't care. I did my part. He needed help. Here you go. I'm not gonna be running back shit talking about man, you was scamming for your kid. Ooh. Nah, I ain't doing that. I did my part. Those people that didn't even give you anything, DC, and they say you was scamming. I understand. I'm knocking people for their opinion, but I fucked everybody up with that. For sure, finest. But they don't talk about that. No, they don't talk about that. But I get it though. When it come down to this YouTube thing, I understand exactly what everybody's problem is. I can pinpoint the problems. A lot of people around here are former addicts, current addicts, drug users, former drug users, um, scammers, freaks, liars, idiots. I'm very aware of what we're dealing with here. So the sight of a person even getting $20 donations, $30 donations, it makes people upset. The fact that your channel grows, it makes people upset. The fact that you get a lot of views off a few videos makes people upset. Success makes people upset. I know. I just be sitting back like, y'all don't know what the hell be going on with me. Y'all don't know. I don't talk too much. I got a couple donations last night and earlier yesterday. I'm only saying it to fuck with you now because I know that bothers you. I don't have to talk about it though. Angel said I need to prove on the count of the dog. See, there's a thing here. There's a thing here in YouTube where we're channels. There's a thing called channels. Nobody's forcing you to watch, which means nobody's forcing you to give a damn. I be sitting back and I swear to God, I just don't open my mouth, but I be like, I saw that coming. I saw that coming too. I saw this coming. I knew somebody would say something about me because I did that. Y'all very predictable. Very. And I be watching this shit because it's like if you watch enough TV shows and movies and shit, and if you experience like you be looking, I be like, yeah, I know that's about to happen. I know she gonna say this, he gonna say that, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. It's kind of like I know exactly what when people got a problem with me, I know exactly what I'm gonna be hit with. Cause you ain't got shit. You gonna hit me with the fat jokes. You gonna hit me with the herpes shit. You gonna throw those little. You gonna throw that shit at me. Even though we all know by now, oh, this nigga gonna hurt me. Y'all gonna keep throwing this shit up. And I be like, is that it? Okay. I'm fat. Okay. What else you got? Oh, depressed. Okay. What else you got? I'm already admitting that I lost fights and won fights. I just won more than I lost. I ain't embarrassed to say I lost fights. What else you got? Ain't no skeletons. Not in my closet. Pull them out. Pull them out. I'm curious to know what skeletons I got that I don't know about. Oh, that's right. They don't exist. So, especially when what they do, Angel. I was talking to a friend. I said, when all else fails, we go looking on YouTube, and then poof, the whiteout is right there. I be like, I put my head down, like, bitch, you ain't got nothing else to talk about. That's all you could. I said, damn, really? Okay, put that up. Girl, I found this whiteout live, and an old friend of his. They cool now, but back then, I be like, you can do better than that, can't you? That let me know you run out of options. It's very predictable, yo. I be looking at this shit like, man, I know exactly. I know the playbooks. I know the playbooks, yo. That's why my defense is so sharp. I know exactly what offense you finna run at me. You gonna run an RPO. You gonna run that fucking slant play. You gonna run that fucking, it's like it's pretty easy. I done figured it out. You at I formation. I know you're gonna play action pass. You're gonna throw it to the tight end down the middle to the left. I know what you're gonna do. I know what you're gonna run with. My defense is incredible. I'm like Dion around this bitch. And I be like, I ain't got shit. Y'all trying. So now there's one thing that you got. It's like a silver bullet. Y'all say this movie called Silver Bullet. You got that one silver bullet, right? And to the one that's listening, you know exactly who I'm talking to. You got that one silver bullet. Shoot it. You know I don't give a fuck. You know I don't. You don't care. I ain't bothered by you. Shoot it. Just remember, when you shoot that silver bullet, there's major penalties for shooting that bullet. That bullet is very illegal. All right? That bullet that you shoot, go ahead. Cut all the fake shit out about me threatening you. I ain't talked to you since January. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Threatening you. That's how I be feeling, bro. I be like yawning and shit. I be like, shoot the damn. Shoot. Look, Jay. Hey, bro, I be playing. we playing 2K. My my homeboy cousin be at the free throw line. Like, shoot the goddamn, push the goddamn button, push it. Cause especially niggas automatic at the free throw line. Anyway, you got the silver bullet. Shoot that bitch. Shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it. Oh, why am I saying that? I told you to do that a long time ago, right? You pump faking. You saying certain shit. Go ahead. I can't stop you. Remember I said that? I can't stop you. So it comes with a hefty penalty. I just want to remind you, you ain't gonna be bothering me. Not at all. Just give me a reason to spaz the fuck out. Give me a reason to go classic fucking Huggie Pacino. Give me a reason to just spaz out day after day after day after day after day. I ain't got no but time to. And look. Anyway, your boy gonna be in Massachusetts and New York. And I gotta swoop through Connecticut. So anybody want to meet your boy, I'll be available. I'm gonna hit up my guy, Mo Green. I'm gonna see if he in Connecticut. I'm gonna see what's up with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like meet with people. Like, cause I actually wanna like meet the people, react to the people, touch the people, and actually like show love. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't got time to hate motherfucking people. I'll leave you alone before I just sit up and be hating you. The only way I can start hating you is if you start fucking with me to the point where you know I don't fuck with you. You know I don't. That's how I start hating you. When you realize that I don't fuck with you and you won't stop fucking with me, then I start hating you. I respect you enough to just walk away. Remember, because we bring up this dude all the time. I stopped answering his calls. I didn't respond to him. I quit fucking with him before y'all knew what happened. It already happened offline. Y'all don't know what the fuck was going on. And see, he's not gonna tell you. But I ain't gonna tell you till I feel like it. You dig what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with no girl. Nope. And remember, he reached out to people, wanted to know about what I said, wanted to know why I ain't answering my phone. So that don't sound like I'm that bad of a guy. He was looking for closure. I hate bringing this shit up. But y'all ain't heard that either. We get amnesia. We ain't hear that either. What up, Wax, bro? Y'all ain't hear that either. Y'all ain't hear that. That motherfucker get amnesia when I talk. I know. And you know what I be doing? I be getting amnesia when people be going through shit. I be like, word, that happened? Damn. Fucked up. Then I get out this YouTube shit. I be like, stupid motherfucker. She should have saw that coming. That's how I be. I be like this here. Stupid motherfucker, stupid shit. She should have saw that coming. Then I come on YouTube. Damn, that's fucked up. I know how to pretend to. Motherfucker. I be like, word, that happened? Damn, bro, that's fucked up they did that. And then I be like, stupid little motherfucker, bro. How the fuck you talk to me? Talk to that bitch for anyway. What the fuck is wrong with me? You know that bitch record phone calls. Why you on the phone with me? And I get back on YouTube. Damn, man, they record. Oh, damn, that's fucked up. And then offline, like I said, I'll be offline. I'll be like, talking to this recording like 50 motherfuckers. Why you on the phone with this shit? And then I get back over here, I'll be like, yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, it really is. It's unfortunate. I be like, oh, man, this circle of trust, yo. This circle of trust, man, this circle of trust small as shit. Circle of trust. Let me show y'all a little bit. How small is the circle of trust? Let me see. Circle of trust. Let me see if we can turn this around. Because I definitely don't need y'all on see me on camera. How do I turn this around? Can I? I don't even know how to turn the camera around. This is weird. Oh, okay, here we go. There we go. All right. I'm learning. You see that circle? In fact, let me draw it for you. Let's make it better for you, right? Let's see this circle. This is circle. All right. You see that circle? This is the circle of trust right here. And you are right here. You see that? That's where you are. You're right there. And it's probably, let me see how many people in here. We got 1, we got 2, and 3, and 4. Maybe 4 is in this circle. 4. And it's like, it's a bunch of them out here, like right out here. It's a bunch of y'all like right there, right? It's a bunch, but we'll figure it out one way or the other. Yep. And because you know how it used to be, this is how my circle of trust used to be. I like this little thing. We could do this shit like football. See what I was doing right here was like we trying to figure out like because I was thinking like I don't gotta be back at work till Thursday, right? So I was thinking like I could stay a little longer. So I was thinking about what's a $50 difference if I change routes, but that's another story. So this is what my circle of trust used to be. It used to be this big, and it used to be like bloop 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 bloop. It used to be like a bunch of people in the fucking circle, right? So what I did was I said, and I made this one. So I just wanted to be clear about that. That's all I did. I just fucking just blew that circle up, just made another one. I learned my lesson. I was naive. I came to YouTube and social media, and I thought it would be different. And I blame myself for that stupid ass shit that I thought would be different. You know, I grew up in life not being friendly as I got older. How the fuck I come to social media and become naive to what may happen, who may be a snake to me or whatever the case may be, right? You leave that up there. Sadly, folks are too busy running their mouth and throwing people who have nothing to do with it. Yep, you're absolutely right. Hmm. It's not that easy as it used to be. Not to get too close to me. Can you blame me? What up, Hebrew? Hell Real. What's good? Is that the real Hell Real? Is that Hell Real from Dipset? Well, it used to be formerly Dipset. I feel sorry for the real. That Hell Real dude, I feel sorry for him because no, he got beat up. His career just. That dude was nice too. But you know, shit happens. He said, nah, I knew it. I said, yo, the real Hell Real is in my chat room. That's how low life has gotten. Nah, I'm fucking with you, bro. Good to have you here, man. Well, that's pretty much it. Gonna get up out of here. I just had a little I wanted to say. I didn't want to get too deep into uh different things like but yeah, man. I was just sitting up here just in the middle of the night, and as I finished the second episode of Survivor R. Kelly, and I couldn't help but see over and over on my recommended timeline was that girl. And I'm like, she's still alive. Listen, I went home earlier. I woke up first. I woke up. I went. I went to get me. What did I go get? I went and got something to eat, but I forgot what the fuck did I get. I went and got something. What the fuck did I go get? I forget. Uh, I went and got a roasted chicken sub. I went and got that. That's what I did. I went and got that, and I came home. And this girl was live, right? And then I got to work, and I'm looking at the same shit. I said, "This motherfucker is still alive." I said, "Yo, it's Mother's Day, and you are a mother with multiple children." I said, "Yo, like." Yeah, I understand, like, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you open the door to be used and abused, it's up to you to close the door. Nobody wants to hear how people are mistreating you and abusing you when you could just close the door. We don't want to hear that shit. It's 2020. Nobody's forcing you to do a damn thing. It was your choice to get on a plane and go fuck the guy. It was your choice to get exposed by him because you gave up yourself. And you had a previous encounter of a guy just like that. We don't want to hear that shit. We're just keeping it real. This is just me keeping it real. I don't sugarcoat nothing. What up, dope boy? Just gotta keep it real, right? What y'all want me to say? Man, that dude's a monster. He might be, but what about her? She loves the monster. Pause. She ain't gonna stop dealing with him. Come on, man. Man, man, call her tomorrow. She gonna be right back there. If you want her there, she come right back to fucking. She go right back to his house. And we got men out here who can't even get a woman to be right by him, do right by him, and vice versa. Meanwhile, this person is in love with a quote unquote person, as they say, a monster. And this is entertainment. Oh, yeah, I saw you, fam. Tell them what it is. If I had a screen share on, I'll show everybody. But tell them what it is. Now make sure y'all subscribe to Wax, man. Make sure y'all hit my guy Wax, man. Who run that channel? Hashan Channels. Is that you or is that your homeboy? Who run that channel? That shit funny as hell. I don't think Wax running that channel. I'm gonna see what he said. But like I said, I don't got no problem with homeboy because hey, salute. Like if she fall for it, she fall for it. You know what I mean? Uh, like the song he played. I ain't trying to save nobody. You know what I mean? She don't want to be saved, don't save her. Ain't that the phrase? Fucking y'all. Niggas got their cape on for what? Take your cape off, get your ass out the booth and go home, man. What I think StreamYards is like. I think StreamYards is kind of slow. Chat room be kind of moved and it'll pop up like 4 new chat messages, but I don't see them in real time. I don't know. Shit is weird. It's 4:42 a.m. Finna get up out of here. Like I said, take care of your people. We still got this little virus shit, whatever the fuck they call it, still out here. Take care of your people. 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 Check on your check on your elders. Check on your aunties. Check on your grandmothers. Check on your mothers. Check on your fathers, your grandfathers, everybody. Anybody in the hospital, whatever you believe in, keep your prayers and keep everything hopeful. At all costs, get them out of the hospital. See what just happened? All these comments just popped up. Literally everything just popped up. I just saw 3 comments just pop up out of nowhere, and I know they ain't just come back to back like that. Doughboy said 100. It's 100. Hooked up, of course. Y'all be easy. Not me. That's my homie though. See, all that shit just popped right in. You see that? That shit crazy. StreamYards is like, I guess it's alright. And check on your people, man. Everybody else that's out here, quote unquote, with no symptoms, as they call it, uh, stay out the hospital. Stay out the hospital. Stay out the hospital, man. Take care of yourself. If your life might depend on it, on some real shit. Let me show you how fake people could be. People say the COVID-19 shit is real, right? If it's real, take the vaccine. Oh my bad. Some of the people don't even want to take a vaccine. They don't believe that. Okay, well, if you want to believe that they say that it is what it is, then take the vaccine so your ass don't get it no more, right? Do you get to pick and choose how this works? Do we deny it being real if you won't take the vaccine? Let me tell y'all something, man. America, if this was a thing, they have a way to stop it. They have a vaccine. They have a vaccine for it. You want us to believe that they have people in a fucking lab trying to figure out how to stop something that was already here or something that they created? I think it's kind of funny that these things are created so fucking deadly that you can't stop it. Kind of like the AIDS virus. that somehow, some way, once you get it, there's no stopping it. The coronavirus now kills your kidneys, makes your heart burst. It's now in semen. It's what's the other thing I said? They said now babies can get it, infants can get it, your cat can get it, your dog can get it, the fucking lion at the Bronx Zoo can get it. Nobody's safe. And now, and now, UFC fighters can get it, even with no symptoms. If you don't get the fuck, these supposed to be the most healthiest people in the fucking world. And you want us to believe, oh, with no symptoms, he got corona. Fuck out of here. Stop it. Jacking up the day, juiced up the numbers. Absolutely. It's a numbers game. I said that in the very beginning. I said they're gonna play the numbers game. That's why they got a website. They're already tracking, ticking. Now I start wondering, like, how truthful are these statistics? Are black women really leading in STDs now? You got to ask yourself these things now. How statistics? How truthful are these statistics? Are we looking at all this shit the CDC throws at us? Man, we got to question everything now. What Doughboy said. That's facts. You know how they do. Such and such bombing in Texas. The death toll is such and such, such and such, such and such. I don't know, man. I don't buy it. Listen, man. Listen. It's the same country that gave you fake news, false flags, and hoax and shit like that. They give it to you all the time. How dare you believe everything they say? I'm not saying don't believe everything, but question everything they give you. You have to question everything. This ain't got nothing to do with no conspiracy theories. Just question everything they tell you. What up, Nate? They set up here to tell you that Betty Wright died and she died at the age of 66. And then gematria of Betty Wright is 140. And she dies 140 days after her birthday. Like I said yesterday, last time I was live, that's a coincidence to you. But we see these coincidences all the time in gematria. Andre Harrell dies at 59, May the 5th, 5'9". I told somebody that yesterday. Then they hit me with the, are you trying to say Andre Harrell isn't dead? That's not what I said. I just said that he's 59, died on May the 9th, 5'9". That's all I said. I don't know if he's dead or not. I'm just showing you basically what they give you. Thank you. You got to question everything, man, because they don't tell them what the fuck these people got up their sleeve. They hit you with the murder hornets. Anybody died by a sting yet? I don't been keeping up. Anybody died by? Anybody got stung by a hornet yet and died? Then they hit you with the praying mantis supposed to be killing one another. Like, so why don't we just release all the praying mantis? Is that gonna help? Just throw them out the sky like they do chemtrail. Just throw the praying mantis out in the sky and tell them hold it down, son. Drop them out the sky. Like, hold it down. Hit them with the smack shit. Yo, hold it down. Let them out. Just throw their asses out there. That shit sounds stupid as fuck, but hey. Praying mantis is killing a murder hornet. A murder hornet. I mean, like, Man, I swear to God, I pay attention. When they said that the coronavirus, right? They said that Tom Hanks. At first, it was Tom Hanks. Then it was no, it wasn't Tom Hanks first. It was that Rudy Goldberg dude. It was him. It was Rudy, and then it was Donovan Mitchell, Utah Jazz. Then it was Tom Hanks, and then it was probably a whole week that went by, maybe 2 weeks, and we didn't hear not one person in random neighborhoods say they had the shit. Not one random person like me or you had the shit. And then it started happening. Random people started having it. All because the hospital visits, the testings, all of that shit started happening. Because if this shit is really as bad as they make it out to be, motherfuckers supposed to be dying in the middle of the street. I'm going to keep saying it. If we're in a pandemic for real, motherfuckers supposed to be at the red light, crashing their cars, can't breathe, fucking really dying. We supposed to be seeing people collapse in the middle of the street, pass the fuck out. We supposed to be seeing mayhem. This ain't like everybody dying in the hospital or going home from the hospital. There was one guy from Chicago that went home 3 times. He was sent home, and he allegedly died after being sent home for the third time. Y'all ain't gonna question that shit? First kids couldn't get it, now they can. You see that? It's like a homie on the block is always lying. So now he's telling the truth. He was with the exactly, man. Like I'm still waiting on the study that shows that a face mask of any kind could stop this quote unquote potent virus. Two people you know are diabetic that they got guys COVID-19. I'm gonna keep talking about it, and I'm gonna drill it in your head. I'm in the hospital for a severe stomach ache, so severe that I couldn't walk. I couldn't fucking move. I wasn't hungry. I'm fucking like it was painful. I got an ultrasound done. Idris Elba, yeah, him too. I just want to let you know I got COVID-19, and this is my beautiful bitch behind me. Don't pay no attention to her. She doesn't have it, but she hasn't been tested. I was like, what? Like, bro, you got this chick behind you, but you got COVID-19, and then next thing you know, she tested positive. You don't get the fuck. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, so what I was saying is, I'm in the hospital, stomach ache, painful. Get an ultrasound done. I got a cast. I got a CT scan, ultrasound, and they found out that my gallbladder is highly infected and need to have surgery to have it removed. Right now, they probably weren't telling the truth, but I was in so much pain to the point where I couldn't afford to get a second opinion, and I was like, "Fuck it, I don't know what to do." So I get the operation done. I want y'all to understand me clearly. I had no sinus problems, no sinus infection, no cold, no cough, no nothing. I went into this place. They did the countdown shit. Next thing you know, I'm asleep. They do whatever the fuck they did. And I remember without coming into full consciousness, I remember going like that. And when I did it, it was extremely painful to my throat, my mouth, and my chest. I remember that, but I wasn't completely conscious. I don't know what happened. I just remember that was the first thing I remember before eventually coming into full consciousness. When I did come to full consciousness, I'm in the home, I'm in the room, the main room. I can't talk because when I try to talk, all I can do is couldn't say shit. I don't know why. Couldn't say shit. I'm going. Nurse was like, "Can you just write it down for me? Because you can't talk right now." I'm writing the shit down. Oh, you want water? So every time she first of all she brought me like this ice. First thing came to my mind is I'm writing down, take ice out. Take the ice out. She said, well, you need the ice. And I wrote N-O, no. And she said, well, okay, I'll take it out for you. It's not gonna be cold. And I wrote no in big letters and like, no, right? After I drank the water, next thing you know, I cough up blood and mucus. Nurse tell me that's normal after surgery. So then I had this sad look on my face, like, what the hell is wrong with me? And my breathing is short, and I've had pneumonia before. All I kept thinking to myself is, I feel like I have a bad cold. I have a flu. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I didn't have this shit before I went to sleep, before I went under the night. And I was thinking, like, what the fuck they do to me? So the doctor eventually comes in and will hit me with the blah, 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 liquid diet, blah, 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 blah. And I could talk a little better by this time. It's like an hour or so later. My throat felt like I had been fucking swallowing a fucking glass fucking sandwich or some shit. And I'm coughing up blood and mucus. I'm like, yo, this is not. And he said the same shit's normal after surgery. Later on that night, my O2 level was so low that it was like 83, 84, 85. And I got this oxygen under my nose. All this whole extra shit. So I had to go to the ICU because they wanted to monitor me better because my oxygen level was so low. And they tried to hit me with all the other shit, but they was doing the shit to make me feel better because they was getting the fluid off my lung because they knew something was wrong. They knew. They could have just said, look, we got a lot of fluid in your lung. We developed this case of flu, whatever. But we're going to get this shit off of you. That's what they should have said to me. Instead, they tried to talk around it while fixing the problem because I knew they was fixing the problem because they was giving me shit to get my lungs clear to get the fluid off of me. So if you doing this shit, say that that's what's wrong with me. Don't beat around the bush and try to hit me with giving me this damn mask on my face to sleep at night, which it was very uncomfortable. I don't know how people sleep with this damn mask with the oxygen and shit. Like that shit is so uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Gotta keep in mind also, I'm putting this thing on my face, and for some reason, every time you breathe in, it's supposed to produce oxygen. So when you breathe in, it's like blowing oxygen in you and shit. But that shit was getting between my fucking eyes and shit, and blowing all of my fucking face. And every time I inhale, I said, man, I can't do this shit. I tried to go to sleep. It took me about 2 or 3 times out of an hour. I said, man, I can't do this shit. I tried. So it was like, well, this is what you need because they're saying you got sleep apnea. No, just because I snore don't mean the fuck I got a problem breathing when I sleep at night. That ain't what we gonna do here. Long story short, what they trying to tell me was that we're not gonna tell you we fucked up in surgery. We're not gonna tell you that you probably just developed this type of fucking fluid build because of the radiation in the room. We're not gonna tell you none of that. We're gonna keep you in the dark. We're gonna try to fix you, give you all the shit to get the fluid off your lung. We're not gonna tell you what's wrong with you. What I'm saying to y'all is that when you're in these hospitals, these motherfuckers will do the same shit to you now and say you got COVID-19 when you really don't, and give you all type of shit to try to like cure something that you don't have or you do, and then they fuck around and killing you slowly but surely. You know, like giving me fucking sugar and shit. Like, yo, I don't need this shit. I got a fucking, I was telling them, like, bro, I got pneumonia. How do you know this? Like, I've had it before and I know how it feels. I know what the fuck is going on with me. I've had it before. I know it feels like a big ass, hot ass brick laying from the tip of my neck down to the bottom of my waist. I know the feeling. I know what it does. It gives you shortness of breath. You cough up blood and mucus because the fluid is in here. You're giving me this tube and you're telling me to breathe in so the ball can go a certain level. And you can try to, because when you breathe in, the more you breathe in and you get enough oxygen in your lung, if you got fluid buildup, it eventually has to go somewhere. You cough it up. And eventually, after a process, it eventually either goes away or it keeps your immune system your immune system eventually kills it by doing the necessary things, such as the fluid that you drink will eventually wash it away. Because once it hits to your stomach, it eventually goes away. But the more you inhale, that fluid got to go somewhere because the air is filling up your lungs to where the pressure is getting tight. And you either cough it up or you swallow it. Swallow it is not what you want to do. You want to cough it up. So what happens is you start inhaling air, and I know what I'm doing. Like I'm in this motherfucker, like I've been here before. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, and the more you inhale, you'll feel it because your chest, that shit'll fucking feel like a fucking lightning fucking striking your ass. Cause you'll cough and you go, and it's like everything will come up. But I noticed after the second day, I want to say the second day, I'm coughing up blood, and I kept telling the doctor, bro, like, y'all gave me y'all finally. It took y'all 2 days to give me Levaquin. They was pissed. They was pissed at me because they like this dude know what the fuck is going on. How about later on that day? Because I know what's going on, right? But I'm thinking to myself like I gotta get the fuck out of here because these people gonna kill me, right? Because they not keeping it real with me, and then they making up shit. Plus they running it up, running it up, running it up. So this is the thing. I'm in this motherfucker, and I'm like, I gotta get that O2 level up. It's taking too long. I know the process. The better you get, that O2 level gets higher once that fluid gets off your lung. If I was at 83 the first night that I discovered it, and if it was going from 83 to 88, 88 to 91, 91 to 94, right? And I noticed one problem. When I walk, my O2 level low as shit. If I'm sitting still, it doesn't go low. It gets higher. So what happens is the more I'm moving, the oxygen level gets low. What y'all need to understand is that's because your body is active. And when you're active, if you have fluid on your lungs, it's gonna cause your oxygen to get low. But the lower your oxygen is, you don't get enough oxygen to the brain. When you don't get enough oxygen to the brain, you can cause fucking more problems with your body. So I know I need to get this damn O2 level high enough to where this person can report that number and it eventually get me up out of here. Eventually, what I realized, they were trying to keep me in this bitch, but they really didn't want to keep me in there. Because then they'll be trying to do some more experiments, you know, like tell me I got sleep apnea. The next day would have been some shit. Oh, we got to cut you open. Emergency surgery to get the fluid off your lung. You know, that'd have been the next thing they say. I'm in this motherfucker like doing that shit there, kind of like build and build and build. So when she running the O2 level, I'm like taking real deep breaths and shit. And I got the O2 level to go up to like, she said, if you can get it up above 94, then you can get out of here. Black chick, she knew exactly what I was trying to do. She just wasn't trying to tell me what I was trying to do. But she realized what I was trying to do. I just want to get it high enough to get the fuck up out of here. I knew I shouldn't have been out of there early, but the way what they're doing, they're not getting me better. They're not like they gave me Levaquin that morning. They didn't give me Levaquin no more. They weren't giving me antibiotics like they should have. They weren't trying to really do the right thing. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna get up out of here. I already knew. I said if I can get my hands on some shit, because I can get my hands on antibiotics, because I know people that got pills. So I'm like, if I can get the shit, I can get up out of here. I'll make myself get better. And that's exactly what I did. I got the fuck up out of here. I got home. I started drinking my water. I started drinking my tea. I started getting active. I got my ass up and I got the fuck up out of there and I got better at home. Because they weren't doing it in the hospital. On top of that, none of them came in the room and really cleaned up. Yeah, change the sheets. Yeah, but changing the sheets ain't fucking cleaning up. Like you gotta really clean these spots up, like all this dirt and shit. Like I had to tell a nurse, hey, is somebody gonna come in here and clean up? I say nobody clean up in here last night, and y'all coming in here constantly handing me a plate, breakfast and shit. Like, yo, what is it? Clean this motherfucker up. I can't do it like I want to. I'm a fucking patient. Shit is crazy. So I know what they're capable of doing. Now, can you imagine being on a ventilator? Can you imagine being helpless? Hello, Keisha. I'm sorry, I wasn't even reading the chat room. Can you imagine being helpless to the point where you can't do a goddamn thing? You gotta believe everything they say and do exactly what they tell you to do. That's what I'm saying. That's when it becomes dangerous. I'm in this motherfucker like I got control over my life. I could walk out of here. And eventually I did. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. When I had to get on a little stretch thing because I drove myself there. So I'm like, I know my car's in the parking lot. Let me get the fuck up out of here, right? So they get me to the little thing. They roll me in a little, wheelchair thing to the door. And I already knew. I said, because I was walking down the hall before they got to me to do my O2 level. So I already knew. I said, I've been here before. I know exactly what to do. So I'm walking up and down the hall, and I realized the more I walked, my oxygen level was getting lower. See, I have this phone that tells me my O2 level too. So technology has evolved since 2007, right? So I'm like, and the more I'm monitoring the shit, I'm walking, I'm like, how far can I get down this hallway with my O2 level? So I'm already knowing, like, what can I do if I get out of here? Because I ain't gonna have no help. I'm all by myself. I'm doing this shit like it should be done, right? So I'm like, I get out here. I said, as I got to the door, I stood up. I said, man, my car ain't that far away. Let me get to my car. 1, 2 step, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, about maybe 30, 40, maybe 50 steps. Got to my car. I sat there. When I got to my car, I felt like I just ran a fucking half a mile, yo. I swear to God. What up, J baby? So I'm in the truck like, and I could feel it. Now you gotta understand that I'm damn near dying trying to do shit because my oxygen level was low as shit. And I think to myself, I said, man, I got a prescription. And two of the prescriptions, one was like for blood pressure, right? Okay, like a high blood pressure. Okay, cool. Yeah, you might be right about that, but blood pressure ain't got shit to do with my shortness of breath. You all know that I got blood and mucus. I'm coughing up. You got shit to do with no damn blood pressure. That don't. You know what I mean? They gave me blood pressure medicine, and one of them wasn't even a fucking antibiotic. It was one that had something to do. I want to say I forgot what that shit was for, but it really did anything. And I got the blood pressure medicine anyway because it was cheap. I was like, cool, get this shit. I'm at Kroger. I got me a little cart, little stroller, what the fuck they call this shit, the little thing that you ride around in the store. So I'm in that thing, and I go to the fucking pharmacy. I get the shit. I get all the way home, like, man, I'm finna chill out, man. I get all the way home. All I kept thinking to myself, at least I can go to sleep. And if I can wake up the next morning, we're gonna start getting right. I started walking around the house. I started standing up long periods of times in the house. I started drinking water, started doing everything that was necessary to get better on my own. I want to say after maybe 2 days, I went home on a. I want to say I went home on a Thursday. I was able to drive on Saturday. I drove myself to a store because the pain. Because keep in mind, I had gallbladder surgery too, so I wasn't even healed enough to even sit up like I want to. Because sitting up causes pain too. Because I had that surgery. But sitting in my car a long period of time will give you pain as well. Because sitting up, it's like your stomach or whatever. I was able to do that shit, and I drove around. Hell, I couldn't go back to work till like a whole another week. You know what I mean? So I remember that I even flew out, went somewhere, and all that good shit. So I'm saying, man, y'all gotta start paying attention to what these people doing in these hospitals, man. I don't know. I probably would have got a different opinion if I did go get a second opinion about my gallbladder. I don't know. They only giving vitamin C and insulin to enable on the ventilator. That's fucked up. You see? Just nothing else for more money on the state. They only give vitamin C. Come on, TJ, baby. 13K to be seen, 39K on a respirator. One died other than a respirator. Last year we had Legionnaire's disease in Bronx from apartment complexes that didn't mention anything on a billionaire. Damn, that's crazy. Funny shit is in the sign language, man. He throwing up gangs as fast as hell. I'll just read the chat, man. At least I knew what to do. Like I said, if you die, you test positive for CVN. They say you die from it, even if you didn't. Exactly. And like I said, I'm living proof of what I know because this was November. This was November when this happened to me. Ladies and gentlemen, this was November. All right. Motherfuckers could have tested me for COVID and they would have said I had it. I went in the hospital. I didn't have no fucking symptoms, and I went to sleep under a knife and woke up with the shit, fluid on my lungs and all type of shit. So how the fuck did I wake up like that? They either left the fluid, did something to me, or the radiation in that room produced this fluid. They did something to me. What do y'all think they did to me? They did something to me. Because you don't just wake up with the fucking pneumonia and fluid on your lungs. That's not how that worked. They didn't even cut me open. They had like these three little holes, I think it was four holes, and they have an incision right above the belly button. And they have like three holes on the right side of my stomach, three tiny little holes. And what they do is they clip the gallbladder with the holes and they pull the gallbladder out of the belly button incision. They stitch that part up and then they glue the holes up. So they don't have to cut me open completely to get the gallbladder. So you gotta ask yourself, and I'm gonna ask you, what the fuck you think they did to me to cause this fluid on my lung? All they had was a tiny incision above the belly button and three little tiny holes on the right side of my stomach. They give me a chest tube. They had a tube down my throat. They did that. Whatever that L word was, that L word she just said, is it laparoscopic? Laparoscopic? That's what they did. Through the belly button? Now, see, I was thinking that maybe they had the tube all the way down to my chest, and maybe the blood. Sometimes you get bacteria in the hospital that affect the lung. They did this. Something went wrong. Cause my dad had like gallstones removed, and he was like, if you woke up with that, they did something because you're not supposed to have problems with your lungs. It ain't got nothing to do with your lungs. And on top of that, you coughing up blood and mucus like that. It's not normal after surgery. He said, "Don't let." They told you that. That was a lie. Blood and mucus coughing up. Now, if you coughing up blood and it's light, but the blood I was coughing up was like a handful. And I'm familiar with that because I've had pneumonia. Now, that's what happened to me when I had pneumonia. Very poor air quality. And see, I don't know this room because they say they be doing surgeries all day, right? They say they do this shit all day. And I was like one of the 4 patients that needed to get their gallbladder removed. I don't know, man. That shit was crazy. Bacteria infection, which affects the lung. Now, my thing is, I can understand if I had like symptoms and then I just went under a knife and then it got worse. I couldn't even be upset. I'd be like, well, damn, I did have like a slight cold. You know what I'm saying? But yo, that shit was fucked up. And the way they handle it, the way they like looking at me, like okay, for example, right before surgery, you ready? I was like, yeah. He's like, you said it's your first time having surgery. You're not afraid or you're not bothered. I'm like, man, let's just get this shit over with, man. That's how I was feeling. Like, let's just get it over with, man. He said, I do my own stuff. On some real shit, I was like, man, get it over with, man. Then when I get back to the room and when I'm able to talk, I ain't gonna lie, though, I'm gonna put this out there. Yo, they took me to the ICU and it was a bunch of bad women. They were fine. I'm like, what the fuck these fine motherfuckers on the main floor? My first nurse, listen, my first nurse, uh, the nurse that I had after my surgery, the nurse I had after my surgery she was so cute. Cause I don't want to be looking at no ugly motherfucking woman, man. I definitely don't want to look at no dude. Like, give me a female, give me somebody that's easy, like somebody I want to look at that's actually like, gorgeous. Give me a gorgeous nurse. Don't give me no ugly ass nurse. This nurse was cute as hell, but then they sent me to the ICU like the same day I got the surgery. That night I was in ICU, and I'm in ICU like, damn, how these fine ass women that I ain't no seen their ass on the main floor. I swear to God, it was like everybody down there was fine. Every woman down there, it was an older white lady, fine. Older black lady, fine. Young girl, fine. Young white girl, fine. All of them. And it was all women. All women. They were beautiful as shit. I said, what the fuck? And I listen, I can't remember her name, but I told her, I said, hey, why they hiding all y'all beautiful women down here? And she couldn't do nothing but laugh. I said they hiding all the beautiful women down here. Why they doing that to y'all? I'm seeing people in the hospital for weeks with no clue why they still there. That's crazy. I said, hey, of course, she told the other lady, the white lady coming in this morning. Hey, Mr. Hart, I heard you say that we're y'all the good looking women down here, and they hiding us. Sometimes we be thinking that way too. I'm talking about yo, we bad women, yo. I must say, man, listen, I'm putting it out there. Methodist South, when November of 2019, Methodist South ICU department overnight crew, all of them were bad. Every last one of them, all of them, every one of them. I didn't see not one ugly woman in the ICU hall, not one, nowhere, zip, nada. They all was fine. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, it's like I was like, I actually enjoyed being there. I said, yo, hey, I never told y'all that. I'm putting that out there. Fuck it. Y'all can call them. Y'all want to call somebody, harass them, motherfucker. Hey, yo, this dude on YouTube said y'all was fine. Like, tell him that shit. I don't care. They ain't gonna know exactly who the fuck I was. I'm putting it out there. And then the morning came. I said, "Ugh, how the fuck is that? The fucking beautiful crew kind of like shrunk a little bit. There's a few of them. I said, yeah, they get a pretty motherfucker the overnight shift. You know what's up. Gave the other ugly motherfuckers mornings. Yo. uh, yo, on some real shit. But yeah, it's a real it was a real delightful sight down there, man. I swear it was. Of course, I'm like, I'm a man. I, it made the time down there a lot more enjoyable. But I was mad when I got back to the floor. I was asking for that nurse. I said, "Where the nurse said with the ponytail with the natural hair? Where'd she go?" I wanted that lady, man. She was nice too. Cause you could tell that some people actually take pride in their work, but they really enjoy being nurses. You know what I'm saying? You could tell the difference between people that just there for a check and therefore actually enjoying themselves. I did not like that LASIK shit. That shit that make you like urinate. I hate that shit. Couldn't even go to sleep, yo. Every time they fucking hit me with that shit, I was like, oh goodness, I gotta pee again. I had to Google what that shit was doing. I Googled it. And I was like, if this is getting the fluid off my lung, and if they're not telling me something is like, if they was not telling me the fluid is on my lung, what the fuck am I doing here? They knew what was up, man. Motherfuckers ain't shit. But I'm for the roll. I said I was gonna roll like them an hour ago, didn't I? I can't help it, man. I just get to talking and shit. I know y'all wondering like what is Ravishing Rick Rude doing up on the poster up here on the thingamajig here. I was just thinking about we was thinking about wrestlers. Me and my homeboy, we was talking about like legendary wrestlers that don't get a lot of credit. It was a wrestling match with him and Ricky Steamboat. Most people don't know Ricky Steamboat. Like I'm a real wrestling fan. So, and that's one thing that's got me connected to being fans with Griselda is that they're like fans of wrestling, and I love to hear like certain little clips, like They got a song called Mr. Fuji, and they got a song called Bobby Heenan, like R.I.P. Bobby, right? Because Bobby Heenan, he died. Yeah, but Ricky Steamboat and Rick Rude was on YouTube. We found the clip. I said, "Yo, they got like the early day wrestling matches with Rick Rude." The Rick Rude was basically like one of the like wrestlers that's supposed to appeal to the ladies, but he had this rude ass attitude. You know what I'm saying? But he was sharp. He was kind of like Brian Pillman and Mr. Perfect. He was kind of like he had like this Chris Benoit. Well, Chris Benoit was Chris Benoit until afterwards, but he was kind of like Chris Benoit, like high flying, and he does all the fucking moves that you want to see out of an excellent, exciting wrestler. Yeah, died real young, man, very young. But yeah, Rick Rude was like took. He had one joke. He's like, to all you overweight, sloppy. He said overweight, sloppy men at home. Sorry excuse of men. Let me take my robe off and show your lady what a real man looks like. Hit the music. And he used to always like do the little twirl around, and then he take the sweat off his face and then throw it at the camera. That shit was funny as hell. Yeah, Chris Benoit, man. Hey, Miss Angel, we was also talking about Chris the other day, and we was wondering like, what if Chris was under MK Ultra, and what if he really wasn't like on drugs and shit, and really was like, really, what if he really didn't kill his family? What if all of that shit had like, what if that was a real big thing that they had? Like, what if he was like this fucking, or what if it was all a conspiracy that they killed this family, killed him, and made it look like a murder suicide? You know? Why, Chris? Why? What Owen say? What Owen say? Uh, Hold on, let me see if I can find the quote. Cause I wanna quote the words right now. I wanna to make sure I get the right words here. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. There you go. Oh snap! I'm trying to find a damn quote. He had injuries to the brain, causes massive dementia. But what if he did? You gotta always leave proof for possibilities, man. I just find it hard to believe that. What if he didn't? He probably didn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, he probably Probably was a little fucked up. He probably wasn't that fucked up. Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson. He said you see something either happen or is about to happen, or an unbelievable magnitude. A couple years ago, I was in Japan wrestling, and I saw a kid named Chris Benoit, and it just flew off the page. That's a horseman. I went to WCW officials. I played a very big part in getting Chris Benoit here, and he's exceeded all of our expectations. And I told him the first rule is, Chris, anything you want in this sport, the road doesn't rise up to meet any man. You got to reach out there and take it. But you see, there's an unwritten rule also, a cardinal rule. It doesn't just apply to wrestling or sports. It applies to every aspect of every man's life. And the key words that I remember from this line, he says, number one, you take care of your family. Rule number two, you don't mess around in another man's family. I love Dusty Rhodes. I did not like his fucking son. His son was soft. Am I wrong for that? Am I right? Dustin was soft. He was never like Dustin. Dusty was like a tough motherfucker compared to Dustin. That's backwards, right? The son's supposed to be tough like the pops. That's why he had to be gold dust. He was a bitch. I'm sorry. I couldn't see Dustin Rhodes in this heat. I don't see Dustin Rhodes in me like tough guy. Excuse me. I see like big tall, but I don't see no tough guy. He said none of his kids. Yeah, Dusty was a bad motherfucker. We were just going over. We were just talking about wrestlers. We was like Ricky Steamboat, because we were talking about how Rick Rude beat Ric Flair. I said that in the beginning of the Rick Flair was like passing the torch to him, and hell, he didn't live long to really enjoy because he was wrestling Sting and shit, which was one of the last few times he wrestled when he fought Sting. That was that WCW era. I think that era was dying eventually. Like the era of WCW was going away. Like Eric Bischoff. I want to say Eric Bischoff was giving WWF a problem with that NWO shit. That NWO shit was like, it's still legendary. Hall, Nash, Hogan. That shit was legendary, man. How we would have matches going on, they just interrupt the whole fucking thing. We have a sponsorship from the NWO, the New World Order, and they were just talking shit in the middle of a wrestling match that's going on, and they just cut their shit off. Let me tell you something, brother. The NWO, and then they just go back to the match like nothing just happened. Well, the NWO just interrupted our broadcast with something to say. Yo, they had that shit going on like some real takeover shit. That shit was funny as hell. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When he turned NWO, I cried, yo. That was a Hulkamaniac. That man came out there, he leg dropped Macho. Was it Macho Man? Was it Macho Man or Lex Luger? I think it was Macho Man. That man leg dropped. Yeah, he leg dropped Macho Man. He boom. And I said, oh no. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, look, can you believe it?" If I can remember, did Bobby or somebody say he sold his soul to the devil? Somebody said that, didn't it? They said something about he sold his soul to the devil. I remember. Did he say that? They made that shit out to be real, like dramatic, and they made that shit seem like it was like real when I was a kid. And of course, I got older. I was like, "Oh, this shit ain't real." God damn it! New world order. Yeah, he went to the dark side, and you notice they wore black and white duality. And then they had to come up with the red and black, the wolf pack. Remember that? They had different sides of the NWO. It's kind of like Democrat and Republican, right? I know the symbolism. I didn't know it then, but I know it now. Macho Man, feel the power. They shook hands. He like, feel the power. You feel it? Yeah, I feel it, brother. I'll be like, those motherfuckers was crazy. Together, them motherfuckers was crazy as hell. Nobody was more crazier than Ultimate Warrior. And I don't know why. I don't know why he came back. Because it seemed like when he came back, fucking with fucking Vince McMahon and doing the whole Hall of Fame thing, it seemed like he was destined to be killed or some shit. That shit was weird. And I've been like, fuck the Hall of Fame. I don't fuck with you, Vince. Fuck you, bro. I don't fuck with you. Mega Powers versus Mega Bucks. Kids will never understand the sight, the excitement of 80s and 90s wrestling. They will never listen. The video games, the video games we have, yo, they will never understand the excitement of seeing Hogan versus fucking Undertaker. They will never understand that. You'll never know what it's like to see like the Legion of Doom, like the excitement they brought to come out to the ring. Oh, what a rush! Just to hear that shit was like incredible. There was a lot of wrestlers that didn't stick around. Gimmicks and shit. That shit was fun as hell. I keep saying we was gonna do like a wrestling live. I'm gonna do a live where we talk about. I'm gonna come up with a list of like 20 to 30 wrestlers that nobody really talks about. Like 30 of the greatest wrestlers that don't make like the top list. We'll call it the underrated list. Rick Rude is gonna be top five. I'm telling you that now. Rude is top five, bar none. I know Mr. Wonderful will be top 10. I remember they used to call him Paul Up, Paul Up, Paul Up. I ain't like that shit because I like Paul. I like Paul Ondo. Hey, do you remember that video I put up? When I said Huggie Pacino is Mr. Wonderful? That shit went over everybody's head. You gotta be a wrestling fan to catch that. If you're not a wrestling fan, you definitely would not catch that. Eddie Guerrero. Yes, Eddie Guerrero's the shit. Eddie Guerrero, is he considered the top 20? He should be. Nina Ray. The kids love wrestling. Listen, if your kids love wrestling, they gotta know the historical. They gotta go back to the 80s and the 90s. They gotta catch up. They should know. They should know. Like, who is the Horseman? You gotta know the Horsemen, the history of the Horsemen, yo. You got to. I tell my son, like, now you can't be no fan of hip hop if you don't know the history. You wanna know about this culture, you gotta go do your homework. I could run up on my son right now, and I'd be like, "Hey man, you still know the lyrics to Illmatic?" You know all the lyrics to whole Illmatic. Illmatic ain't ready to die. Yeah, told me he was playing. He told me the other day he was playing Ghetto Boys. We can't be stopped. And he said he had told people. I said, man, you can't be telling everybody that because people need to do their homework. They need to find out. Don't tell them everything. But he telling everybody, yeah. He used to be like, my dad said that Scarface broke Big Mike nose. Big Mike broke Scarface's nose. I said, everybody don't know that story, man. You can't tell everybody I told you that. But that really happened. But everybody know Big Mike burnt down the compound though. Junkyard Dog, Exalt Jim Duggan. Yeah, for sure. Brian Christopher, man, God rest his soul. I had the pleasure of meeting Brian Christopher in his house because he lived out in Arlington out here in Memphis. He lived in Arlington, which is right outside of Memphis. He had a big ass house, and him and my brother Goldie was good friends. Let's see, my Goldie, he snort coke. They snort coke. They both did it. You know what I'm saying? But Brian Christopher told me, he said, man, I had the painful pleasure of wrestling The Undertaker. And it's always said that what up, Tara? When you get out the ring with The Undertaker, you're going to feel it. Every slam, every punch, every piece of contact, you're going to feel it because you're going to have to sit in some ice. Because Undertaker is one of those authentic wrestlers where he's going to make you feel everything. He said, no, I've never been in so much pain, but he said, I like it because I'll be in regular action and he'll tell him, like, hit me for real so I can really act it out. So when people say wrestling is just fake, it's like a yes or no. That's the garbage man. Wasn't it a wrestler that was a garbage man? Help me out. I know they had a wrestler that was a garbage man. I'm pretty sure we did. Let me put these comments up. Hey, Junkyard Dog. We put that on there. The Undertaker. Who we got? Junkyard. Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is a cold motherfucker, yo. I'm pretty sure we had a wrestler that took out the trash or some shit. Cause I know that somewhere in WCW, WWF, somebody used that as a gimmick. I know that had to be a gimmick. Taking out the trash man or some shit. Who was he called? We had a wrestler that was a garbage man. I'm pretty sure. I remember Big Boss Man. I'm gonna make you serve time. Yeah, yeah, Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler was Jerry Lawler is like the only Cleveland Brown fan I know. He's the only Cleveland Brown fan I've ever known. Who's a Cleveland Brown fan? There's not one more loyal than Jerry Lawler. Yes, we're from Memphis. He could not stand the Cowboys. He could not stand the Steelers, the 49ers, or the Raiders. I'm gonna tell you, because in the 90s, in the 80s and the 90s, you were either down here, because like I live in Tennessee, so there was no NFL team. And I'm keeping it real. Fuck the dumb shit. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go because I gotta get up out of here. So look, in Tennessee, all right, in Tennessee, we had the teams that were closer to Tennessee. You had who do we have? We had the Saints, which was in Louisiana. You had the Atlanta Falcons, and then you had the Florida teams like Miami, Tampa Bay, and of course Texas, right? So we just speaking about the Southern teams, right? And if you want to say Midwest, you got what? Indianapolis, you got Cleveland, Ohio, all right, and you got the Chicago Bears, right? But I'm telling you, in Memphis, you were either a Raider fan, Cowboy fan, 49ers fan, or a Steeler fan. These are the four main teams that were like big fans. And then we had Packer fans because the Packers won a couple Super Bowls in the 90s. But technically, those were the five teams that you were fans of in the early 90s, period. There were no Patriots fans. There were no Giants fans. There was none of that shit. Nobody fucked with the Saints because my guy Tim Smooth from the fucking New Orleans area, pioneer of New Orleans hip hop, said that people didn't fuck with the fans. We used to laugh when they fucking lose. And we'd be shocked when they won. This is what he said out of his mouth. There were no real New Orleans Saints fans like that. They rock with the team, but they didn't really fuck with them until they started winning. So we keeping it real. However, in Memphis, we didn't have no team. So you had to be a fan of somebody. I'm not rocking with the Titans. I was already a Cowboy fan, and I'm not going to become a Titan fan because they got here. On top of that, I don't know how people are Titan fans, even if you didn't have a team. How you gonna fuck with a team they gave you? First of all, they brought them from Houston and then brought them to Memphis and called us the Memphis Oilers. Huh? The Memphis Oilers? You mean to tell me a place where a Texas mascot, a place where oil is at, right? Like one of the main places in the country. You called them the Houston Oilers all those years, and then you just gave us a team and just changed the city name and called them the Memphis Oilers. So you know what they did? They called us the Memphis Oilers and then gave us an inaugural season and then gave them to Nashville and called them the Titans. That ain't shit. That's stupid. I said Ted DiBiase. That's my name on Facebook, Huggie DiBiase. But anyway, so they call them the Tennessee Titans. I said, okay, cool. So people say all the time, like, why you ain't no Titans fan? Because I was a Cowboy fan in '89 when I was 7 years old. And I remember my dad told me that if you roll with the team, you stay loyal to your team. I said, all right. And I stuck with him ever since. And if you do the history check, the fucking Cowboys was horrible. I just liked the colors. I just liked seeing the team. There was something about either the Lions because I like their colors or the Cowboys. They both wore blue, gray and white, or blue, white, and blue, white, and blue and white. But the Lions would have like gray. But I roll with Dallas, period. 7 years old. I ain't fucking know no better. But hey, I roll with them. It just so happened I stayed loyal to them when they won the Super Bowls they won. I stayed loyal to them after what, 20, how long has it been? 24 years since they won the Super Bowl now? So, as a matter of fact, January of 2021 will be 25 consecutive years they haven't won a Super Bowl if they don't get there. But I'm loyal. You see? I've never won another NFL team hat. I got a bunch of NBA hats because I'm not an NBA fan of an NBA team. I'm a fan of many teams. I love many players, and I'm not rocking. I can't be a fan of an NBA team. I have no loyalty to an NBA team. I'm sorry, I can't. I try, I can't. Like I said, look, I might just become a Spurs fan because I love how that franchise is built, and I love how Greg operates the team. I love how he don't believe in just picking everybody from America. There's different players and foreign players that come to that team, and he believes in building his team off fundamentals. And he's quiet. There's nothing flashy about the San Antonio Spurs when they win. They win their titles. There's nothing flashy about them. Tim Duncan was never a flashy player. Tony Parker was never a flashy player. Yeah, even Kawhi Leonard is still not a flashy player. He's quiet, he's humble, he's not too exciting. You just get the job done. That's when he was with San Antonio, by the way. San Antonio was just a quiet fucking team. Anyway, we'll figure it up out of here. I appreciate y'all for having me on here. So I of course I made fun of how you spell Qwik Live just to fuck with people because people had a problem with that. You know, Nina Ray 2 times. Is this like a second channel? Sensational Sherry. Because I'm the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be. Keisha, what's good? What's good with you? See you over there this morning. I ain't gonna lie, man. I miss Fair, man. I miss hearing dude dropping jewels, man. Real talk. I still be tripping when he said he used to have his come on, he'd be like Pip Papa. So stop that shit had me vibing. I like how you have like these breakdowns of like I know he can really break down some of the shit that's going on right now. And the camera thing just cut the fuck off, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Hold on, y'all. We got a problem here. Okay. Why the hell is Arthur on the screen here? Hold on. Cause we gotta get this there we go. No, the camera. Where's the camera? Hold on, y'all. What the fuck is going on here? Okay. Wi-Fi. Is this the camera? I don't know. Man, look, the damn I can't even see the camera thing. What's that address over there? That's 30. That's what I need right here. Okay. Okay, I guess. I gotta make sure I keep my eye over there. Anyway, um, just change. Put your chat link in the chat room so they could go to your channel. I don't know if you can, but damn, how do I give you a wrench? Hold on, right quick. Give me a second. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube. Hey, see, I'm in the chat room. See, I just wrote the chat room. So boom, there you go. Put your link to your chat in channel. I said chat. Put the link to your channel in the chat room. Papa, showstopper, papa, showstopper, papa, showstopper, papa. I can't wait till this weekend, man. I'm gonna turn. Matter of fact, we doing more on the weekend. We talking about we go. It's gonna be Saturday night. It's gonna be Sunday. It's gonna be Monday. Might be Tuesday and Wednesday. Depends on how I feel. I don't know. I ain't gotta come back home to Tuesday night. Nita said no. You can't post a link to your channel. You ain't got no videos over there. If you don't got no videos over there, that's cool. I'm not being trolled, am I? Is that really Nina Ray? Post your channel or post any video to any video that you got in the chat room. You got a rinse. You can do it. If you don't, then understandable. Now, yeah, one more thing before I go. So, I've been doing a lot of research, and I just like to play the waiting game. I just like to wait, just wait for all this shit to develop because this Aubrey situation is kind of weird. And what I want to say is this: is they're telling you they got a 25-minute video, but the guy only recorded 36 seconds. So what is the 25-minute video supposed to tell us? After he's dead or before? Where's the other footage of the people in the neighborhood? Though they got cameras, I'm pretty sure they do. Like when my car got burnt up, what up, Kelly? When my car got burnt up, a neighbor across the street had a vantage point to show what happened from his vantage point too. So I have my camera and I have his camera view. And I'm pretty sure there's like 2, 3 other people, if I asked them, they had camera footage of what happened to my car, right? And from his vantage point, I was able to identify what car drove past to the corner, and I got a different vantage point from front of his house where they rode past his house, where they went to the corner, they parked, and they sat there on the corner. You could see the girl get out the car and walk all the way up the street to where my car was from the corner. Set my car on fire and ran. Now, if you just met me and you don't know me, then you don't remember seeing that. But I got all of that. I had played all of it in the past. It was of him jogging when he jogged through the construction. Oh, it's supposed to be him going to the house or whatever. So that's the 25-minute video they talking about of him being on the property. And correct me if I'm wrong, did he have boots on? And he had a hammer? I don't know no nigga that be jogging in Tim's. I'm just saying, this shit don't look right to me. I'm on the fence here with psyop. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm on the fence at this point. Like this shit don't even. And then when like the dude that's recording, it just looked like he was just in the middle of the street, and then next thing you know, he's on the right side. But that wouldn't necessarily mean that because at the beginning of the video that I saw, maybe I'm tripping. He was running toward the truck that wasn't even facing his direction. So I don't get it. Am I wrong here? Thank you, Nina. For sure, for sure, for sure. I mean, was I looking at the wrong thing? How do I get more cameras up here? I'll figure that out. But you never asked the question. Wasn't he running toward the truck that was facing the opposite way at the very beginning when that dude pulled his phone out to record? Because that wouldn't necessarily mean that he's running away from the guy that's recording. He's running away from the guy that's recording, right? Not running away from the guys that's driving the truck. He's running toward them. It seemed like he's running away from the guy that recorded the video. Now, there was a far distance, but he's running in the middle of the street. And next thing you know, he ends up on the right side of the truck. I don't know, the shit just seemed orchestrated to me. Like this is what a snuff film, and I didn't want to believe that, but I'm believing what Slot said. Now it looks like a snuff film. It does. So if he's running toward a truck that's facing the same direction he's running, Then if he's running and there's a truck on the right side, wouldn't he be jogging on the right side of the street? Like, why would you be running in the middle? This shit seem like this guy just pulls up and it seems like it's all orchestrated, like it's all theatrics to me. No, no, no. What I mean by orchestrated, I'm in a whole other lane here. I'm saying orchestrated meaning like all of this is like theatrics to me. It just seems rehearsed, all of it. He was in the middle. I know I might not be perfect on how I looked at it, but he was in the middle of the street when the video, in the very beginning, when that guy started recording. He ended up on the right side eventually. What up, Jay? I wish I could show it, but I can't screen share on my phone. But he was in the middle of the street when I saw the beginning of the video. Well, I mean, I can't make anything a conspiracy. I just know that the shit don't seem like it makes sense to me. I mean, on top of the fact, okay, on the top of the fact that if this happened in February, the family ain't say shit. No media found, like, regardless of the video, right? People should have been hearing about the fact that this black man was killed in Georgia in February, and it should have been talked about in March, April, period. But the family did tight lip sealed the whole time. Nobody in Georgia. The neighborhood is 60% black, 40% white. This ain't up for debate. People should have been talking about it. So it's like one big secret until the mainstream media gets a hold of the video. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's a conspiracy, but I have no control over it being presented that way. But that's how it's presented. That's exactly how you and I both got it. It's like that's not even up for debate. You would have never knew about it if it weren't for this video. But this has been going on for this went on 3 months ago, and nobody said nothing. Now the family wants to talk. What the fuck was y'all at in February, March, April? This should have been something that should have been circulating a long time ago, whether the mainstream even wanted to report on it or not. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. If something was to happen to my people, I'm not gonna be quiet and then, oh, the mainstream got the video. Now let's start talking. That shit don't make sense. We should have been hearing from that football coach in February and March. The football coach should have been something that he could have took it to the street, i.e., Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. The power of social media is untouchable. That these people could have been talking about it. So what happens is me and you and many other people who watch social media will be aware. So then the video comes out, we not surprised. We find out, damn, but it's been a secret the whole time. They did rallies in March. Okay, can you show me any type of like media coverage, like local media coverage, small media coverage? I don't see any of it. Not in February or March. Well, you have a wrench. Show me that they were doing media coverage in March on their own. Post it. Because there should be a video dated in March about this kid being killed. I keep saying kid, but man, he's a young man. He's not a kid. Like it could be a small, like any media. I'm talking about any media. It could be like anything. Anybody from Georgia. Okay, I'm gonna go to your channel. Matter of fact, hold on. Mm-hmm. I can't never get to your channel because I hate this YouTube shit. Like we can't just post the link in your room. That way people can go to it as well. Post it in the room because I can't go to your channel like by search. I hate that shit. It's like, damn. YouTube ain't shit, man. They just cut the thing off where you can't click people's channels in the chat and shit. It's not on this channel. It's on the Raw channel. But I'm gonna drop the link. Okay, drop it in here. And that's why see I'm gonna call out like different people like your hip hop voice is like Royce got something to say about Candace and he got a right to feel that way just like Candace got a right to feel like she disagree with it. But I was thinking to myself like, yo, these hip hop voices be pissing me off because there's no way that people could be singing about a problem and then these hip hop voices don't use their voice right. Then when this video come out, what everybody knows now you want to talk? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they should have been keeping their ear to the street like they always claim they do. This is the video before the shooting. Okay, I got the video. I'm talking about prior to like March and April, where they was like, okay, like let's just say like, what's the name of that channel? For example, I'll give you a perfect example. This channel, right? It's a channel called Atlanta Black Star, right? Now I'm picking them out because Atlanta Black Star is one of the people that never spoke about this shooting. Hold on one second. Let me put it in proper perspective before I get up out of here. I keep saying I'm gonna get out of here, but goddamn, I gotta get out of here. We got a 3 hour live. I didn't even plan on being on here that long. Now, oh shit, hold on. Now, put it in proper perspective. Brunswick is southeast. It's in the southeast of Georgia. It's closer to Florida. Atlanta is in the northwest, right? Yeah, Atlanta's in the northwest, right? All right. So, with that being said, there should have been people bringing information about this before the video leaked. And I'm not saying people didn't, but there was no quote unquote black Twitter talking about it, no black media posting about it, no media posting about it. This was the biggest secret until the video came out. Like Jay said, Let me go back to what Jay said. Hold on, what you at, Jay? As fast as the internet is, how did the video get leaked and took 2 months to come out? The video is not the issue. It's the fact that nobody was pressing any info about this even being an event. Like this never happened until the video came out. Okay, I got the video. I've seen the video. I'm talking about where did you find people speaking about it in March? That's just the first question. Like, I want to know where was somebody talking about it in March on even a small scale? Like how, like if something happened in, let's just say something happened in Germantown in Memphis, right? If there was somebody got killed, I would hear about it, but I'm gonna talk about that shit. It's kind of like I talked about that teacher that claimed that he got COVID-19. They say he tested positive for COVID-19, and this teacher said that he went to Mardi Gras over the weekend. But that's not a mainstream. That's not a mainstream story. But I'm not going to keep it a secret because people hear about it in Memphis, and everybody had a problem with it. But it's my job to voice it so people can hear and know that this particular teacher claimed that he had COVID-19, and we don't know his name, and etc. Right? So what I'm saying is that there should have been people talking about this shooting when it happened, and maybe not soon, but that we shouldn't be waiting all that time to where somebody should have said something. That's all I'm saying. She said, this is what I think is they had an issue in the past because the recorder said it was planned to record. Also strange was the person recording. Why were they suddenly recording the exact same time as it happened? And just by and it seemed like, oh snap, uh damn, this what a coincidence. You just saw a guy jogging and you caught him, and then it's like a murder, like caught out on tape. And another thing, I'm just looking at it from a standpoint, like it was kind of weird, like they moved the camera to the right and next thing you know, he pops up on the right side of the truck. He wasn't in front of that, he wasn't on the right side of the truck when the video started. He was in the middle of the street behind the truck. He wasn't close to it yet. It wasn't until he brought the camera back into view you saw him to the right side of the truck and come around the front. What I'm saying is that people got to start questioning what the hell was they at in March? Forget the video. Where was they at speaking about what happened to their family member, their son, their cousin, whatever, in March, April? You know? That's all I'm saying. It just seemed like one big media event because the video came out. And yeah, the word gets out fast now. And I also noticed that when this video hit the fan, it just seemed like the mainstream media job was to bring the shit to the forefront and blow it up. Just blew it up. I'm sick of these little fake ass hip hop voices that don't say shit. All the motherfuckers in Georgia ain't say shit. All the niggas in Georgia couldn't say shit. Forget the media on YouTube. Forget Black Twitter. All them niggas in Georgia couldn't say shit. I'm pretty sure they heard about it. I don't think this man was killed in the middle of the street and nobody knew. That don't even make sense to me. You may tell me they kept the murder. Okay, cool. The family couldn't just say, hey, let's just go say something on Facebook. Let's just go say something on Twitter. Let's just go say something on IG, say something on YouTube. Any family that brings that story up, regardless of a video, people will listen. they're going to listen. Period. That's not up for debate either. They didn't say nothing in March. You can't find no record of it. Politics, Georgia governor, and kills home. The recorder was friends. I know all of that. I know all of that about the friend, and fuck him. We talking about the family, friends, people that should have been talking, saying something, anything, to where it gets out. Because there's too many people in that city. There's too many black people in that city that didn't say nothing. They didn't say, man, our cousin was killed by these people. You ain't gotta say racist white people. Just say these people. He was murdered and it wasn't justified. You got the right to say that, right? Right or wrong? Because I know blacks that kill blacks that say, man, they didn't deserve to die, even if it was killed in self defense, right? There's nothing illegal about that. But these people that say nothing, to my knowledge, nobody knew. You want me to run down the hip hop rappers in that state? I'd need a whole nother hour to do that. We can run down the people that should have been talking, saying something. That's all I'm saying. They wasn't saying shit. Oh, okay. I don't. Is it a delay on StreamYard? I guess I don't know. Throw this away. Oh shit, I missed it. Damn, we over 3 hours. I gotta change this to special instead of Qwik because it wasn't Qwik, obviously. Yeah, on some real shit, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, people should have been talking before the shit hit the fan. You could pay me to keep my mouth closed. Kill one of my people, man. I gotta say something. Like, damn, the family should have been their own activists. Like this coach should have been like the first one saying something. The coach, you know what I mean? He got something to say now, but where was he at in March? Putting the word out, you know? That's all I'm saying. Like, put the word out, man. I don't know, man. This screams Trayvon Martin all over again. And well, not all of us know. Most people don't know that shit wasn't real either. But I'm not even gonna go over. I'm not even gonna go over the proof of that. I've been there, done that. That shit past time to me. Like, you want proof? I don't got time for it. Look it up. I'll reference a video or two where we did the research on that shit, but I forgot what live it was. I don't know where that's at. It's somewhere. Yeah, hell if I know. I might just do another live and prove that shit to be fake. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, just look at the picture of Trayvon on the ground. I look at that shit like I look at the same thing at the Tupac crime scene when there was no blood on the ground. They told you that he was on the ground when they took him out the BMW. Now one blood drop is on the ground, but he was bleeding everywhere. You got a different story from Suge and the first responder. The first responder said Tupac said, fuck you. Frank said he didn't say that. Suge said, yo, you bleed, blah, 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 right? They don't know what the fuck they want to say Pac did. They don't want to know what the hell he did. Like, which one is it? See, there you go, Kelly. I didn't say that. And there goes the emotional response. I didn't say that. So why did you say that? I didn't say that at all. You see? I didn't say that. I'm saying Trayvon Martin's whole case is fake. That's what I'm saying. And his pops is a 33-degree Mason. And he was laughing in court. This is not up for debate. This is a fact. His pops was laughing in court. Did you know that? I ask you a question. You think his father should be laughing in court when his friend that seemed like she ain't got it all there is on the stand? You did ask me, do you not think, of course I do. Of course they are killing us. Yes. But I don't know about that situation. I can't judge anything off a 36-second video. I think nobody can. Nobody can judge that. Not 100%. You can have an understanding of what it could be, what may have happened, and what you may assume to be true, right? But we talking about Trayvon now. It's kind of like the same thing with that Emmett Till thing, because this was before people. When I first put the video up about Emmett Till, what that guy was telling me about Emmett Till, when I put that video up, people said I was crazy stupid and said I'm just looking for some attention. Months down the road, the woman said that he was not killed for whistling at nobody. Her reason for what happened to him will be in a book. People start doubling back thinking, damn, you might be right. You probably did find somebody to tell you. Check out the new video, Huggie. Let's do a panel later. I love a good tell. Okay, cool. I'm still waiting on you to prove to me in a link. Because you're supposed to put up your live. I want to watch your live, but I'll go to your channel when I get home. I just wanted everybody to have a reference to go to your live so they can go see what you put up. Then they can go to do it because I won't be able to do it till like another couple of hours. So, but I want you to put your live in there so we can cross-check your reference of what I asked, which was show us that they were speaking about this boy being killed. I keep saying boy, it's a habit. This boy being killed and speaking about it before the end of April and early March. That's all I'm saying. But you went live this morning. Just post your live this morning. That's all you gotta do. Just post your live. I don't care. I'll thumb through the whole live. I'll watch the whole thing. You know me. You said you went live this morning. Did you show that reference of them talking about it in March and April where they was reaching out to the people? I mean, it's 19 watching. Can somebody point me to the right direction? Because I maybe my research ain't good enough. I've been looking for that family or people in that state or city that have been speaking about this boy that was killed before the video came out. I put my live on private because you know they don't like us talking about conspiracies. But I would take it out briefly. Okay. Don't do that. Put it on unlisted and send me the link. And then I could send me the link like on email or something. Or I'll download it. But I'm not gonna be able to check it out till like 8:30. That's why I was saying just keep it on private, and I'll email you or email me, and we'll communicate. Or I'll get with Joy. We'll figure it out. I got you. Cause I understand you, but I feel where you're coming from. You don't want them fucking with your channel. They will do that. Me, I bite the bullet. I don't give a fuck. I go there. I'll break down everything. And keep that shit up there. Fuck you too. Do something. Check it in, check it out. That's how I am. They took down my video. They didn't excuse me, they didn't strike me, but they took down my live. Not live, but where I got all of Abraham, the dude that was in the hospital, the revolutionary dude. They took down the whole video of the timeline. They just removed it. They just took it down. They took down the crystal girl, the crystal clear girl. They took that video down. They ain't striking me. They just taking shit down. So YouTube has now gotten to the point where instead of just striking you, they just removing your shit. And that's fucked up. Like, why would you just take a video down like that? You know? But anywho. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. And I'm gonna put it on another channel. Strike it over there too. You know me, I don't care. I feel like my voice matters. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm gonna speak up. If I'm wrong, I'll retract. They prove me wrong, fuck it. Anyway, but I'm gonna still be looking for that, cause maybe I ain't looking hard enough. Maybe I ain't found it. Maybe I eventually will. I don't know. I just know that the signs of a psyop is this: lack of information prior to media coverage. That's one sign. The second sign is there's always information about a criminal background, right? 3, there's always a narrative that they want to drill in your head. And number 4, too much media coverage of the story. These are all red flags. Like straight up. I'm not saying they don't, because there was a guy that got killed in Memphis by the police, and it didn't get that type of media coverage, is what I'm saying to you. Brandon didn't get that kind of media coverage. And we know Brandon was killed by the police in front of his auntie, I think his cousin or my auntie house. But that shit didn't make the mainstream news like that. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. So what we do know is that stuff does happen, but it doesn't get that big coverage that it should. Brandon's story should have got the mainstream media coverage like heavy, and it didn't. That shit just came and went. And we ain't had no video to shoot. We just had a video of him riding around on live. That's it. But I'm pretty sure they got video of it. It never hit the fan. Now, maybe, just maybe, one day they might leak this shit. Whenever they want to turn up the media coverage, they'll just probably show you a video of what happened of him being killed. Because if they ever want to resurface something and like fuck with you, show that video. So I'm pretty sure they got it. They got a body cam of that shit. And if they want to spark some damn, spark another fucking riot or what I would like to say is, if they want to spark a quote unquote fight or something, put that video up. But they just holding it right now. But the media coverage was so fucking light on it. But that really happened. It happened here, you know? I'm think you know I think you know that there's killings that happen that don't get media coverage that heavy. I'm pretty sure in your backyard there's some police killers that didn't get that media coverage like this one got. And we're judging off a 36-second video. You feel me? Time 24 minutes. I mean, we can get into the number game, like who my notes said. Is he going out the gate? Okay, yeah. We can get into the number game. 223 in gematria is killing. In gematria, 223. Shooting happened on February 23rd. 223. 74 days later, the father and son was arrested on May the 7th. Killing Masonic, Jewish, occult, English, and gematria, all words equal 74. The Masonic compass, 47 degrees at the top, 90 degrees at the bottom. If you take Brunswick, Georgia, in gematria, it's 47. Scottish Rite in gematria is 57. The arrest was on May the 7th, 5-7. I mean, we can get into these numbers, but that also goes to show that people, like I was telling you earlier, that doesn't mean it didn't happen. We're saying that the way they present it is perfect synchronicity by a numeric code. It's not by accident that they picked 74 days after the so-called shooting happened. This is where the information becomes unbearable to people, because you have to know what I'm talking about to catch it, but you got to be here. You got to be on it. Like, to hear it now, it's like gonna be foreign to you. You feel me? Well, that wasn't killed. Hold on, she said it wasn't killed, but for whatever reason, and Trayvon was killed in February too. So I'm not a kid's kid. Video, go look along. Well, this is the first time I heard about this guy. I have been all over GA. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? But you're saying your friend was killed. Now, what I'm saying is, you can't cover up a murder happening. If a person's murdered, he's murdered. They didn't say the guy was missing and the family didn't know he was killed. You feel me? The case is a case. The case is one thing. The actual murder being a murder, or him being killed or shot, that's understandable. He wasn't missing, and then poof, a video comes up, and this is what happened to your family, your family member. No, that's not what happened. I got family in Georgia too. They ain't never heard about this story. I got family in Hinesville, and I got family in Savannah, and I got family in Stone Mountain. Never heard of that. And Kelly, you gotta subscribe to Gematria Effect. I've been telling people this for months. You gotta pay attention. He been over there just breaking all this shit down. It ain't like, it's not one story that you can't break down by numbers. In most cases, if it hit the news on the mainstream, it's got some type of synchronicity, some kind of way, and you can connect certain things. But y'all gotta watch the guy. He's the person that's presenting all the information. I don't got all the answers. I don't. I can point you to the right direction. Y'all gotta be into that, you know? You gotta be willing to get into that type of research. If you're not willing, it's gonna go over your head. So you hear me talk about it now, it's foreign to you. You gotta be able to be into it. You know what I mean? Like it's not by accident that Brunswick, Georgia, Brunswick, GA in Gematria is 47. 74 days after the shooting, they're arrested. You know why? Because they chose to put the video out at a certain time. Everything connects. All these, I sound like a broken record, man. I really do. I sound like a broken record, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go. I'm really gonna go. I'm gonna say this. Y'all do understand that the police are not to protect and serve. That's not their job. All of those people, from the judges to the lawyer to attorneys to to the police, all of them operate on a fraternal order. District attorneys, all they is operate on a fraternal order. They can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want to do. 74. Not 70 something, 74. As a matter of fact, February 23rd through May 7th is approximately 74. 2 months, 14 days. That's why I fuck with my homeboy. He put the shit up. He gonna break that damn calendar down and show you it's 74 days. Not just tell you it's 74 days. He gonna show it to you. Everything that he show you can fact check. That's why can't nobody fuck with him on YouTube or nowhere online, because his evidence is 100%. And if he fucks up, he'll retract it, because it's rare that he does that. He'll be like, I had the numbers wrong on this one, blah, blah, blah. He'll retract it and say, so that doesn't add up. But it's very, 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 very rare that he fucks up. And he got the number thing down pat. Like that shit just comes off his brain. Like he studied this shit to a science. He could just can't. He remembers like all the numbers. Like he just be like, just like this, like that, and he just be quoting the words, because the shit's like clockwork. You hear it so much, like 47, 74 is a number they stuck on black people. They stamped the specific number on black people. So when we hear 74, the people that have been researching this shit, we be like, damn, bird. We be catching this shit. This is what they call mockery. You know what I mean? No, 42, not 74. It's 42. Sorry, wrong number. 42 is the number, not 74. They stamped the number 42 on black people. That's why Dale Strawberry had the number 42 on his jersey. They told him to shut up and play, etc., etc. 42 is a perfect number to many things. Y'all say it like, but I also say this though, Kelly. If you ready for it, you ready for it. If you're not gonna ever be ready for it. You get what I'm saying? If you're not ready for that information, you're not gonna ever be ready for it. It might take a while for you to really come to the dark side, because this is the dark side of research. You're gonna come over here, you're gonna be very fucking intrigued. You're gonna start looking at the shit like, damn, Kobe really was buried in Corona was it Del Rio or Del Mar? What was it called? Was he really buried? Yeah, he was. So you're gonna start seeing that what did the number 52 represent? 52 represents Scottish Rite. This Gematria, no, Scottish Rite is 57 in Gematria. But 52 represent different words. I can't remember what the 52s represent. And there's a website called gematrianator.com where they actually have a calculator on there. You can calculate everything. Take the words and calculate them. That's like 4 ciphers. Drop his link. Gematria Fake News. Let me go put the link. Let me go get the link. Because I can go out of here. And would you look at that? 4.6 views. That's it. Folks, that's a little under 5,000. Ain't that a bitch? I see that shit. Under 5,000. That's what be pissing me off. The video that should get more views, they don't. That video I just posted, Jay, got under 5,000 views in 2 days. Should be more than that. People sleep. That man did a live about Kobe, man. That shit was blown. That shit was, man, they had like, YouTube had to YouTube cut his shit down to 10 seconds. But he said, I'm glad I recorded the whole thing so I could re-upload it. But they cut that live. He was like a 2-hour live. I think it was 2.5 hours. They cut that shit down to 10 seconds and never played the whole thing. It never compressed. It's not compressed. What is it? Processed. It never processed all the way out. So they chopped it down purposely to just you hear the last 10 seconds of the live. He just so happened had the whole thing and he had re-uploaded because YouTube censored his whole entire broadcast to 10 seconds. He broke all that shit down, how Tom Hanks and Kobe, all this shit is connected. Coronavirus, all of it. Everything is connected. A good 80 to 90% of mainstream media is already synced up. Like, this is why I don't get pissed off at sports. When Dak gets his contract, it's going to be perfectly synchronicity by a number. It's going to be perfect synchronicity. It's going to be a perfect date, a perfect number that's connected to either his birthday, the loss of his brother, the loss of his mom. It's going to be some type of perfect synchronicity to that number. And the numeric value of the contract is going to have a lot to do with it too. So I'm sitting back just wondering when. It just might not be this year. It might be next year when he get the contract. He might get it in week 3, week 4, week 5. He might hold out the first 2 games. You know, when you go look up Emmitt Smith, the year he held out, he won his contract. He didn't get his contract in week 3. And they were 0-2. The way Zeke got his contract was perfect synchronicity to its finest. I couldn't believe how perfect the numbers was. And he held out. He wasn't going to start until he got a contract. He eventually got his contract. That $90 million, perfect synchronicity. The days that he spent in Cabo, remember that? All that shit was like, but all that shit is perfect fucking numbers, like Cabo, Mexico, all these different. I'm talking too much. Listen, man, check him out. He got a website and everything now. He damn near unstoppable at this point. You got a website, you got a YouTube channel, you got Shimachi, you got a calculator. People can do the research themselves. We got like 7, 10 channels of other people doing research too. You got Simple Truth TV. You got different channels. So now he ain't the only one doing the research. This shit's serious out here, man. Well, for the go, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I gotta go because I get off in 10 minutes, so I definitely can't be here after 7 o'clock. I'm finna go home. But y'all be easy. Pretty girls to the dance floor, ugly girls to the parking lot. Remember, male and female is gender, male and female is responsibility. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Gone.